be playing Hippodrome. This is dedicated to my friend and longtime friend, and we used to trade action figures a lot too, Alteric Hollins. Alteric Hollins has always asked me what this game was, so I was like, you know what, let me play it for him as a Sunday Retro Classic. This game I came into contact with when I was a little boy. No, I wasn't a little boy. A lot of these games, when I look them up, they'll say they came out a year, and I actually played them before that year. So maybe that was, you know, when things were recorded with that game. But I do remember playing this before the year 1988. And a lot of times, believe it or not, like people who lived in the hood as ourselves, they would just drop video games off in there. Like games, some of these games wouldn't even be out yet. Or like, you know, they used to like the first run. So I guess they used the hood to see if people would spend money on them or whatever. Believe it or not, black people, and especially in minority communities, we love arcade. Hey, Mouse Type, how are you? Yeah, so this game is dedicated to my longtime friend, Alteric Hollins. I will be doing a nice little run of this. Probably play it maybe like 2 or 3 times just so he can see it. I'm going to share it to him. I may run with a lot of gold on here or whatever. Let's see. So, give me a second to share this to my other social networks or, you know, other social networks and outlets, and I will be right with you guys. Gonna make it short, okay? Gonna make it fast for you guys. Hey Kim, how are you, sweetie? Give me 1 second. I'm just sharing to my social media outlets, and I'll be with playing this game in a few. Okay, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys enjoy this gameplay of the Hippodrome. Pretty much, I think, was pretty much kind of like the predecessor to a lot of versus games. This was one of my favorites. We had this down at the store, right in the corner, literally a block away from my house. I could like make it there in like what, less than 5 minutes, 2 minutes away from my house. And they had an arcade inside of the store to the left, and we used to play these video games in there, and Hippodrome was one of them. This stream is dedicated to my good friend, H.A.D.E.S. He and I have been friends since we were kids. I would say, well, since I was like, what, 7, 8 years old. And one day, you know, he's well established. He's done very well for himself. Not a loser like me, you know, but, and he said, Danae, what was the name of that game we used to play in the arcade at Woody's and this, that, and the other? And he knows to come to me because I stayed in the arcade at that store. We would fight and then go play video games. That's how it was in my neighborhood. You fight, play video games, eat potato chips and candy, and then go home, or sit on the porch, play football in the street, throw the frisbee back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes sell a little drugs or whatever the case may be. You know? But I wouldn't change my childhood for anything. So, here we go. Thank you, Sinistar. I'm glad you think that so highly of me. But here we go. We're gonna play some Hippodrome. Gonna dump a bunch of coins in here. Let me know how the sound is and everything, ladies and gentlemen. I love the music to this game too. It used to be like and you get to fight all these creatures because they all want to take the throne or be the strongest within the Hippodrome of this year. They never made a part 2 to this, and I always thought they were going to. Cheering you on after you kill a beast or kill a mutant or a freak. And for the time that this game came out, it was very, very cutting edge. Yeah, remember this was in the arcades. Yes, indeed. Fistful of quarter days. That's what these games were made to do. Because now, even though I have mastered some of this game, even with me playing very well, they still find a way to make these one-hit kills or your buttons just don't work or whatever the case may be, just keep buying a bunch of necklaces. I had learned that in the arcade. Let's see. Norfolk, race lizard man. All you had to do was bum rush him in a way. Now the necklaces, you purchase the necklaces so that it refills your health. It's like a magic charm. How can I get this? Dude, we didn't want to leave the arcade. Yo, remember that time, Al-Tariq, you went outside, you had a fight and came back in and played this video game? I never forget that shit. Never forgot that shit. And you had a quiet fight too. I don't know who it was. You punched somebody in the face outside because they came in later on and told me like Al-Tariq hit this person in the face. I'll show you how to get this. Doesn't this bring back memories, Al-Tariq? We used to stay playing this game. And Sharon was hard, remember? Sharon the dragon? See, you buy the necklaces and they refill your health. And see, that's where, when I learned to put like $1's worth of quarters in here, I learned how to beat it because what I would do is just buy a bunch of necklaces, but they would give you a bunch of gold each time you purchase the necklaces. I mean, each time you put a quarter in. And this was before all of like fighting games became real popular and everything like this. This was a lesser known game, and this was made by H.A.D.E.S. Brings back memories, doesn't it, Al-Tariq? Again, buy more. All you have to do is just basically fill up your energy right here with these and then buy a bunch of necklaces. I used to love this guy right here. Believe it or not, the wizard is the hardest one out of all of them, and I'll show you. I'm gonna try to fight him with the with a ranged weapon, which usually doesn't work too well, but I know how to beat him with the short axe. But I want to try to fight him with the range with a mace.
Fire tower! Fireball! Lightning! Fire tower! Fire tower! Fireball! Acid rain! Fireball!
Yeah, now see, if I use the axe, I don't remember that, but I guess I had to get back to the game. Yo, man, our arcade days, yes, they were, Al-Tariq. We had some of the best days in the arcade, man. Some of the best days, man. That's why I played Forgotten Worlds, I played Double Dragon, I played all sorts of stuff in the arcade, man. We grew up in a great, yeah, we lived in the hood, but our hood was completely different. We had working class, we were in the working class hood. Let me see. I am going to beat him up with the sword. He was my favorite one to fight, because I used to like the way he would just spit. He bet. you get him in the corner? Even if you get hit, just keep going forward. Keep going forward. Now, the only one you can't do that on is the giant. The giant will fuck you up. So that's where all your necklaces come into play. When you purchase the necklaces and stuff, you're gonna need them for the giant. There's no way. Well, I've seen some people online beat the giant. Oh yeah, these two. I know what I'm gonna use. I'm gonna use the short axe for Sharon and Cherry. Yo, Cherry and Steve.
Ah!
Yeah, our arcade days was lit. I don't know, cause something that happened outside. You went out, and I heard a commotion, and this girl came in and said, "Tariq just hit somebody in the face." And then she came, she went and bought some fucking fruit pie from that girl in Woody's. I used to love that girl in Woody's though, man. She had a nasty attitude, but man, she was gorgeous to me, man. I loved her. See, that's about $1 worth of quarters. If I have to recharge up again. Try to fight them with different weapons. Now they won't even let you use the short axe for the giant. Overkill. Lamia Noble, we killed her. You have defeated all your challenges and become the champion. Gargoyle is dead. Lizard Man defeated. As this year's champion, the kingdom, its queen, and the life of peace are yours until next year, when you must defend your championship. Sharon the dragon, she's dead. The wizard is dead. The wizard! This year you faced the world's best and won. For now, the fighting is over. But there is always a new challenge. Wait until you see next year's opponent. And they never made a part 2 to this. But you gotta admit, Tariq, the music to this was fire, bro. Be sure to give me a follow, ladies and gentlemen. Be sure to give me a follow, ladies and gentlemen, for free. We all love her. Was Keisha Moultrie that was in the arcade? She stayed in there with her. Exactly. She was the one that told me that you had a situation outside, but you just took care of it and came right back in playing. And you rolled your eyes to the right, looking at the door, and the dude just disappeared. But yeah, we used to play this, man. Remember Forgotten Worlds was down there? I had Forgotten Worlds, but I have to configure it to work with today's controllers. Because remember, Forgotten Worlds had the two like turning balls. Like one was a ball and the other one was like a, what's the name? Yeah, Keisha was cool as fuck, man. We had a lot of tomboy girls in our neighborhood that just chilled out. They played video games with us. And you know, that's the thing that, like, you know, people try to say like, oh, they were never accepted, or gays were never accepted. And they said, what are you talking about? Black community, we accepted everybody. If we thought you had a problem with you, it's because you did something. Or we just didn't like you because of something you did, not what you are. But yeah, man, we had fun, man. We had so much fun. I'm gonna give this one more run. I'm gonna fight it with different weapons. I'm glad you asked about this, Tariq, so that I could play this for you. After this, I gotta start getting ready for work. The winner must have the strongest combination of powers, but you now have the chance to test your skill against the world's best. Be prepared. The girl behind the register, right? She always had an attitude, but I thought she was so beautiful. She had that nice brown caramel complexion. See, that's what I'm saying. Back then, girls were gorgeous, bro. They don't know what gorgeous was, man. We had some beautiful women in our neighborhood. Chokes and hoes. You ever played this before, Chokes and hoes? The Lizard Man. And if you guys want to donate to the Tough Nerd Toys Dead Space Fund, you can. It helps me purchase Dead Space. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. We're up to, I think we're up to like $40 with the Tough Nerd Toys Dead Space Fund. I will be streaming Dead Space on all 3 platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, for you guys to enjoy. It is the new one. Buy a bunch of these necklaces right here, and just make sure my health is topped off, but I think I'm at my maxed health. Okay, so next we are going to fight the Gargoyle. You remember this game, Chokes? You might not. It came out in like 1987, 88. This was when you was a little choky. Little Chokes and Hoos. Height 69, 160 pounds. Weapon magic. I despise all weavers of the dark arts.
Ice Storm! Fire Tower! Fireball! Acid rain! Fireball! Ice storm! Ice storm! Lightning! Ice storm! Ice storm!
It should have been there.
Ah!
88, man. I'm looking to check out all the new Toto. The axe is good, but for jumping, like the wizard and the giant are actually the hardest ones on here. For me. Even in an arcade, they used to eat up my quarters and shit. Ooh, Sharon the Dragon.
Dragon's breath!
Ah!
Cherry and Steve, the assassins. Knocking the gas out of his chest. Dead, 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 dead. So I hope you guys enjoyed Sunday Retro Classics with Tough Nerd Toys Gaming. We will be doing these every Sunday. This was dedicated to my longtime friend, H.A.D.E.S. Hollins. I don't know if he kept asking me which one was the name of the game. I told him, all those bad asses, them one pussy ass wizard. Exactly. But no, he did. He did. Again, he does magic. You know, you don't like magic, right? But all the stuff he does is to keep you back. You get close to him, lightning, fireball, acid rain, bing. So yeah, but yeah, this was one of the games I loved as a kid. Had a lot of good memories with this game. They said that this game came out in 1988, 1989, but I played this before that. I definitely played this before that. So, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you had a great time. If you want to donate to the Tough Nerd Toys Gaming Fund, the Dead Space Fund, well, I will be streaming Dead Space the remake on here consecutively, almost non-stop. Different, and after I beat it on one difficulty level, I'll play it on the next difficulty level. I'm getting it for PC. Hopefully it is optimized correctly. I'm starting to get a little bit tired of purchasing PC games that don't work right, and it's not my computer. It's just these crappy developers not doing what they're supposed to do. Because they don't care about PC. It's really no more money in PC. The money is in console. So, love you guys. Take care. Be sure to check me out on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. Check out my Tough Nerd Toys channel. I just did some action figure reviews, some G.I. Joe Classified. Check me out on Tough Nerd Toys Gaming. I do upload now a little bit to YouTube, and I'm trying to grow that channel, but at the same token, I'm not. But check me out on Facebook and Twitch and YouTube, but more so Facebook and Twitch, okay? All right, love you guys. Take care. Have a wonderful Sunday. Have a wonderful weekend.